Welcome to another very exciting day of Timberborn. Today we are starting a brand new settlement as we just have a new update released yesterday. I wanted to record it yesterday, but I had some issues with OBS, well, boring issues, mostly me being a dum-dum. But let's get started. It will be a Folktail village, and it will be on a custom map. The Ruins of Teldwyn. Link is in the description of the map. I think this is a really cool map, and it's going to be hard mode. So yeah, update 7 has this changed a lot from what we have experienced through the experimental bunch. No, but it is all final and it is released and it's awesome. And I just love this game, and I really like starting brand new villages because it is the most exciting time. Once you actually can survive a 30-day drought, it is pretty much just building things, anything you can imagine. But now yeah, especially on this map, as we will have a look around the map, it will be tricky, I think, to get like a good source of clean water, especially when the bear tide starts running. In the first few, like 4 cycles, we probably won't get any bear tides. After the 4th, then we can get bear tides. But I will show you, because where we are starting, we got something that produces a whole lot of water. An insane amount of water, I would say. But I will show you around. We'll take a look at the map. But first, let's call this beaville3, as it is our 3rd village. And let's pause it and take a look at this. Call this beaville3. As you can see, we start around here at this base of these 3 waterfalls. And here we have water sources, and over here. And if we take a look at this, these are all the water blocks. And if you take a look into this, you can see this is 1, 1, 4, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, 2. It's a lot. And we have over here 2 water sources, and it's going to be, let's close developer mode, going to be a whole lot of water flowing from here through here and even off the map. And in order to get it all staying clean and green, it's going to be a challenge in the early phase. And we have over here, we got a bad water source, and the other bad water sources are here on, and here all the way on the other side of the map. And you can see we have all these sky rivers all around here, meaning we can build really interesting stuff. But we need to rebuild those to get everything on the map green. But that's something for way further down the line. Let's first actually get started on having our beavers. So, because they have 90 berries, we got berries over here, but they haven't grown in yet. They just, look at them. It's gonna take a while before they actually start growing in. We don't, so we have 19 berries. That's all the food we're gonna have for probably the first 4 or 5 days. We have no logs and we have no water. Where can we build our water? Let's take a look. We are in the Folktails, so our water pumps, they can only reach too high, and this will very quickly get our water depleted over here. And I mean, with quick, I mean really quick, because this water is high because we have so much flow through here. So we are going to lose a lot of water. I think we should just place it 2 of them over here and give them, of course, a couple of water tanks and give them a path as close to the stairs as possible. And over here, let's give them a path over here and get the wood. Get a couple of lumberjacks, give them a small pile. Let's prioritize these the most. Cut all of these dead trees. Those are priority right now. And then we can always decide what to do with these living trees. Just let them live in here, so as long as this is green, they can spread, and they have very, yeah, it is a lot of wood because we have oaks in here and pines, you know, and oaks, they give us 8 logs. That's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot, especially for early game. And I think we should build something for them. The efficient farmhouse. Let's get this one over there. Not on some land they can, you know, anything that's this brown earth texture. We can't grow anything. We can only grow food on the green stuff. So let's immediately plant this with carrots. Can give them some sunflowers. And also let's grow a strip of potatoes. Carrots, they can eat it straight from the ground. They can pull it out of the ground, eat it. They don't need to process anything. It takes 4 days to grow 3 carrots. Sunflowers, not that efficient. They take 5 days and produce 2 sunflower seeds. They can eat the sunflower seeds raw. We don't need to process them at all. Potatoes take 6 days to grow 1 potato, but they can't eat the potato raw. So let's go into our food tab and look at the grill. We need 25 logs for the grill to build it, and it takes 1 potato and 0.1 of a log, and it grills it in just over half an hour into 4 grilled potatoes, and they can eat that. So for each potato we pull out of the ground, we get 4 grilled potatoes, and they make them quick. So this is really efficient, and this is going to fuel our beavers for most of the playthrough. Potatoes. But first, let's actually get them started. Without food, without logs, without water, we can't build anything anyway. So, and as you can see here, these wiggles, the water is flowing through here very, very, very quickly. Meaning, if in the early game we want to build lumber, we should be able to around here to very efficiently get like 1 or 2 water wheels in there. They take 50 logs to build, produce 135 beaver power per flow unit of water. And this is a lot of water that's flowing through here, so I think we can produce quite a lot of power with just one water wheel. Otherwise, 20 logs, and we can use a beaver power in the most literal sense of the word. A beaver hops in the power wheel, runs around like a hamster, or you know, and produces power. 50 beaver power. It's not that much, but 50 beaver power produces enough power to have one lumber mill working, and then we can make planks. But yeah, as you can see, we have one water pump ready. Let's give those workplace priorities the highest, so we always have someone actually pumping water. And yeah, we got oh, let's don't forget to set this to logs. And give them one for carrots. They grow the quickest. They need to be pulled out of the ground first. And maybe we can grow 2 rounds of carrots before the drought hits. Then we can fit over here. 1 for sunflower seeds. And 1 for potatoes. These storages are not final, though we can always build more, replace them, anything. Early game we need to be careful with actually replacing stuff, because if we, like this small tank, we need 15 logs to build it, and if we delete this, I know don't want to click it, we lose part of our logs. Like it says here, 9 logs. We only get 9 logs back from water pump, even though we spent 12 logs to build it. So we don't just want to willy-nilly delete stuff in the early game. Late game doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. But first we just need them to get, yeah, just get collecting. And let's not forget to actually set these to water, so they can actually store it up there. Yes, they're making good progress with that. This is set to normal, only takes 2 logs to, you know, build it. And yes, we're going through the night. Let's fast forward to the night a little bit so we can actually see what we're doing. Over here we don't. Oh, we would be able for the future to build another water pump up there. It's not necessarily straight away. We only have 12 beavers total. And for the Folktails, in order to get a bigger colony, because in the future we will need more jobs. Let's actually give our beavers that are doing nothing something to do with putting them in our district center, so they can actually build stuff like our farmhouse. Now we have 2 people in our farmhouse. They can start growing all of our crops and give our beavers 18-hour work days. So those 2 extra work hours, they won't notice it that much. Everything is so close by that there's sleeping time, eating time, that just, it doesn't really change a lot. And we have a drought incoming in 3 days time. So these potatoes, I think they we're gonna lose potatoes, but anything we get is a bonus. These carrots, I don't think they're gonna make it. Just like the sunflower seeds. That is a bit of a shame. And we don't have any place to actually build up some more. We give them something more. So let's place some more 3 rows of carrots, 3 rows of sunflower, 3 more rows of carrots, and 3 more roses. Maybe if we keep some water over here, we will be able to keep this alive. It has a drought resistance of 2 days. Oh, this is new. It didn't used to say how long it would actually take for them to die in a drought, but this is a nice thing. This is nice. So as long as our drought is shorter than 2 days, they will survive. Our potatoes, they die in 1 day. That's really quick. Carrots, 2 days. Sunflower seeds, sunflowers, 3.5 days. So we have 12 beavers. They are sleeping outside, meaning they get a -3 debuff. That's all fine. We can live with that. But if they don't have it, their well-being is level 3. And then, as you can see here, oh, he is hungry, so he has a -10 debuff. Because we have run out of food. So, before I going to explain some stuff, let's actually connect over here and build a gathering flag and a storage for berries. What I wasn't gonna explain. They are hungry, they got -10. So they have a walking speed of -50. So they walk way slower than normally. We don't want that. This -3 is also giving them a overall debuff. If they're not hungry and they have a shelter, they will work faster. The happier they are, they move faster, work faster and live longer. That's our goal. We want them to live as long as possible. As you can see over here, he just ate something, so he's not hungry anymore. Everything is fine in his life, he just don't have shelter. So he has a work speed of 0%, so at level 5 he will work 20% faster. At well-being 2 he will walk 5% faster. And at level 7 he will live 20% of his life longer. That's fantastic stuff. But first, how do we get more beavers to fill in our jobs? Because the more stuff we give them to do, the more beavers we will need. We do that with housing. Because the only way these beavers can reproduce is if they have empty rooms in the housing. Empty rooms means place for beavers to do stuff we don't discuss on YouTube. Those are other websites. But 3 of them will give them 9 places to live. And let's... Yeah, I want... Oh my... This will... I built it in the wrong spot. So, we need to... Let's just change it for a large storage for logs. So now we need logs, we need more logs, we don't have anything to cut down. So we are in the last day before the drought. So let's mark some trees for cutting. I want them to still naturally grow in. Let's remove these first, so we can actually make sense of things. So every 2 logs I will mark them for cutting. Just like in a grid pattern, because then we still get some. The trees that are not marked for cutting, they can still send seedlings out right next to them, and we can grow some trees naturally and still cut some trees down. Because we don't have any planks, we can't build a forester. We need 7 planks and 10 logs for that. But we also need science. We need an inventor hut for that. So let's place over here a inventor hut. And now we have a lodge. And some beavers will sleep inside, and they will be happier during the day because they actually had a good night of rest. And you can see already we are losing some place for our vegetables to grow because the flow of water is reducing by the time the drought starts, before it actually completely stops. And yet you can see the less flow through here means our water has dropped a level, and now we have carrots that are dying. Our potatoes, they are 3 days. I don't think they will make it. We do have some berries over here that are coming in, but we will have to survive 3 days with food, and most of it will die. We will get some carrots that are still growing over here, but it's not a lot. It is not a lot. And yeah, there go the rest. That's a shame. We have run out of water to pump, but we have 84 units of water. We have 12 adult beavers. So we will have to wait a bit. We have some materials that are able to build. Let's build our large pile first. We can actually store some of our wood in here. Also, some of our blueberries, they take 8.8 days to dry. They won't die immediately. But when they are dry like this, they hold the growth of berries. So this 30% will remain 30% for the rest of these 2.5 days left in the drought. Yeah. It is always a bit tricky, that first drought of the new settlement. Yeah, let's force them to build the inventor hut next, so at least we can get some science along the way. And then we can think of where do we fit a lumber mill. Are we going with water power, which is only available during wet seasons, or do we go with putting in a beaver? I think we should just put in a beaver. Let's low priority this. Rotate this. If this building is like this, yellow, it says above the rotate button, the entrance is blocked, so they can't actually enter. This blue gear indicates where the power connection is. If it's like this, green, and it is, you have that blue arrow pointing, you got a connection with power. And let's give them a small pile for logs. and a small pile for planks. And put this as low priority. And pause the next lodge because I don't think we need to get more than 12 beavers at this moment in time. We don't have the food for it. We hardly have the water for it. So let's pause you and you. And these, yeah, our potatoes have already died. Our carrots will die. Our sunflower seeds, they should survive the next couple of days. They should survive this drought. Is it a little bit of a gamble? It is. Is this the best place for us to grow? No. Probably over here. Or we will need to build like a dam over here somewhere. And over here. So we have more water. But for that we need to be able to get in here. And that means we need to build planks. And we can't build, because for planks, with planks we can build stairs, but they take 70 science. 1 log, 4 planks. I have installed one mod. It's the ladder mod. I think this should be base game stuff. It isn't, but I always play with it. It takes 250 science to unlock. It's 4 logs and 6 planks, so it's way less efficient to build than normal stairs, but they give you a huge amount of possibilities. And all of our beavers are hungry. Ooh. Will they survive? But we need stairs to actually get started over here so we can actually build like a dam. Yeah, build something up here that keeps more water in here and in here. We do still have berries that are growing in here, and most of them are nowhere near actually. Yeah, we got 1, 2 of them that are close to being full grown, but we've already ran out of our berries to eat. This one, lowest priority. We don't have anyone in here, so let's just pause this. It is the last day of the drought. It's 0.5 days left, and we are... Will we survive this? I think we haven't had any beavers that have died of hunger. So let's click. Oh, you are hungry, but you are not too far hungry. The further hungry they get, if they reach all the way to the bottom, they die. Simply as that. Same is true for thirst. Sleep, they don't die without sleep. They just will randomly, if that bar hits full maximum, they just randomly sleep on the streets on the way to a job or whatever. It's 0.2 days left, so let's unpause the water pumps, and as soon as we have water flowing in there, they will pump water. These sunflowers, oh, they will probably our savior. Let's set these to harvest so they don't start replanting the other stuff. So we first get like some food in there, and the drought has ended. So we will get water in here, hopefully quick. Water is rising over here. It will take a bit of time for them to actually reach over here. We have 8 science. We are waiting for wood to cut down to and actually regrow in here. And we always still have this amount of wood over here, one level lower, that we can cut down, but we won't cut that down today. And yes, I set them to harvest. And why are they replanting? Oh, because the sunflower seeds aren't actually done growing yet. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. How far hungry are you? Oh, you do still got quite some space left, but oh, dearie me. Oh, so I guess you'll have to wait for the next episode to see if our beavers will survive. I really enjoy this series and making this series, and I hope that you have enjoyed watching it. So hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get a notification when I upload new episodes. This will be in a play series on my YouTube channel. And give this video a like, as we had our first died of hunger. Oh no, that's a sad way to end our episode. But oh, dearie me. But on that cliffhanger, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you again the next time. See you very, very soon, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Goodbye.